Here we are. It's Friday night. This is Decibel Geek TV, and that can mean only one thing. It's time for Decibel Geek Friday Night Live. That's right.
Oh, sorry.
Always a good time. We're here to talk about rock and roll because that's what we do best. My name is Aaron Camaro. My co-host on the Decibel Geek podcast is the one and only Chris Sinzak, and we decided why wait to bring in our special guest tonight. We got our main man, Nate, a.k.a. Bushy.
Why wait? There's nothing big going on here.
Oh.
You guys had Rick Fox, you had Tubi. Nobody was available.
Oh, your buddy Mark, your big fan Mark Alden Taylor is already checking in, Nate.
Nice. Yes, that's the one listener we have.
Oh, Julian Gill's here. Hey, Julian.
Okay, nice. This is cool. Like all this time that we've been doing Friday Night Live, I've only been reading the comments as they come up on the screen as everybody sees them. Little did I know, and only did I realize the last time we did this, that I can actually turn on the notification so I can see it all now.
Yeah.
I had no idea this whole time.
Look at this. You got a fan club, Bushy.
Nice.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah, Metal Mikey texted me earlier and he said he was in a toss-up between watching this and the Striper live stream. And I told him, someday you're going to be at the pearly gates of heaven, and I don't want, the fact that you skipped out on Striper to watch us be the deal breaker
Right.
to get you in. A Striper looks way better on your heavenly resume, I think.
Absolutely.
Than
I would take that trip to hell.
So there you go.
Well,
Metal Mike's
Striper.
People are taking a chance tonight.
Well, with Striper, you get soldiers under command. With Bushy, you get soldier under a man.
From the guy that's drinking White Claw.
Yeah, I know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I have no leverage. Yeah, all right, go ahead. This is going to be a running gag the whole night, I'm sure. Yeah.
I will say, I'm going to start out. Thanks for having me on, guys. I mean, Dr. Fuck was busy? I don't know. But there's a shot for Rock and Ron. That's Little Jaeger. We love and miss you, brother.
Amen to that.
Awesome.
Now I'm ready. No more of that shit, or I'll be on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you really want to pay tribute to Rock and Ron, that's what he usually would do. So.
I know, right?
No, Ron never ended up on the floor.
Not on the floor.
Ron would drink the whole thing and, like the classic line always says, and look like he's still waiting on a bus.
Yeah, pretty much. We had a few times that he would get a little bit over the line, though.
He'd get doing this just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when we went down to Atlanta, and I told him, I'm going Jaeger Bomb for Jaeger Bomb with you tonight, Rock and Ron. And I did it. But I was tore up by the end. Just
I can only imagine. I've only done Jaeger bombs once. It was a New Year's Eve. It was years ago because my daughter's mother and I were still together. And I tell you what, man, three. And I had to go next door back to our apartment so that I could yak. Because I still had to go back out, but
ain't nothing worse than puking up Jaeger bombs.
Oh no. Black licorice Red Bull is the grossest thing in the world. I don't touch it.
I used to really like Jaeger. I would get like 2 shots of Jaeger and then start pounding beers after I worked in restaurants. But that was like the beginning of my night, and it would always get me a nice buzz right off the bat.
Oh yeah. I don't hate it. I'm one of those that cannot drink it cold as I'm giving.
Oh, it's better cold.
Oh no, because then it tastes like straight licorice, and I can't stand it.
Yeah,
I like it room temperature, and I'll do 1, maybe 2, and then I'm done. Can't do it anymore.
Right. That's why I always like Jaeger bombs, because it's like mixing uppers and downers.
Camaro, there's better ways to do that.
I wouldn't know.
Me neither.
Oh man. So
I've never partied with Wadley.
Oh, I have. Me and my wife went down to New Orleans last year, and we went bar hopping with him and his girl. And man, I don't go drink for drink with Ian. Bad idea.
I so bad want to go to New Orleans just to party with Ian in his town.
Yeah. We started at Pepper Keenan's bar and then walked down to another one. And my wife was just so hammered. Like she wound up falling down outside, throwing up.
That's the best.
We're in the Uber. We're in the Uber trying to go back to the city where we're staying, and like she's got a cup in her hand and she's puking into the cup, and I'm trying to make small talk with the Uber driver like nothing's going on.
Yeah,
and I told Uber driver, I was like, "Why the fuck did I pick you people up?"
Oh, I couldn't get through Rocket Pod with Ian, for Christ's sakes. I mean, I drank all day.
Yeah, there's photographic evidence.
But boy, by the end of the night, he got me.
Yeah.
They're calling you the White Claw Outlaw.
White Claw Outlaw.
Yeah.
There it is.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
All I know is from cutting carbs, I'm down 24 pounds since Rockin' Pod, so I'm happy with my changes.
Shit.
So
Congrats.
yeah, I'll still take alcohol. I was gonna do vodka tonight, but no, I just stuck with the girly shit.
Hey, no, that's potatoes. You can call it French fries. You can call it salad. You can call vodka almost anything.
Yeah,
that's true.
Even if you're vegan, you can still drink vodka.
Yeah.
Right.
No, my pepper was not there. Actually, there was like nobody there. Me, Ian, and my wife and his girl were like the only 4 people in the place.
Closing the place down all alone.
Was the jukebox all corrosion of conformity? Nothing else?
No, there was a lot of stuff on there. But it was man, it was fun. And then like 2 days later we went back to his place and barbecued on his patio and listened to music all night. It was fun. Yeah.
Nice. I bet.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, whiskey. I could do whiskey too, I guess, with no carbs either.
Do some Coors Light.
Light? What?
Drink some light beer.
I don't need
Here you go.
Light.
Bush Light. It's the perfect beer. How do you think
PBR.
I keep this figure between Coors and Bush?
Hey, speaking of figures, I got to tell you, I got out of the shower, yesterday and put my jeans on and clear off my mirror because I'm about to shave. And when I say shave, I mean this, not this, obviously.
I was going to say.
And I'm looking at myself because we're guys. We got to look at ourselves because we think we still got it. And I'm like, is that a fucking muffin top? I was like, where the hell is this coming from? I'm almost 47. I guess it's time.
Yeah. Time for some new pants.
Exactly, because I'm not going to switch to fucking White Claw.
All right, then listen.
All right.
I'll hit that like the Muppet movie and Myth all night long.
Oh, I know you will. I loaded it up for you. Mooger Fooger and Mrs. Fooger in the house. Nice. Good to see you guys.
We got a lot of awesome friends and family with us already. We took last week off, but we didn't want to miss it again this week. So we thought, let's find us a cool special guest. Last time we had Josh Toomey, and we brought back.
They weren't available, so you get Bushy.
Right. So we got Bushy.
I'll wait for the fuckers to walk in with me.
We had a really awesome time when we brought back Bracket Brawl when Toomey was on, and we figured out that Korn is indeed the greatest of all new metal bands. No,
Wrong.
I disagree.
How would it have
wrong.
finished? What would have been the finals for you out of those, Bushy?
Limp Bizkit and Korn would have been the finals. Limp Bizkit wins.
Wow, you guys are nuts.
No way.
You could make a good argument for them. I like them. I mean, they were the top 2 for me.
Yeah. I mean that's the final. How Limp Bizkit didn't get past System, Chris, and fucking Toomey, you're wrong. Limp Bizkit's better than System.
I voted for System too.
I didn't pick Limp Bizkit.
No, maybe you said Limp.
Oh, no, I said because
Camaro.
It was me and Toomey both said System. Yeah.
I apologize, Mr. Sinzak.
And we were right.
I will show myself to the door. No, you were wrong. Limp Bizkit wins.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't like Limp Bizkit.
Did you see him live?
Never. And that's what I'm told is the difference. If I had seen him live, then I would probably be a huge Limp Bizkit fan, but I never did. So
I hated him, dude. I hated him. The cover of Faith, I thought it was horrible. Now it's like one of my favorite covers. Significant Other, Nookie was being played on the radio all the time. I was like, man, fuck this. But I get to see Run DMC. So I went to Family Values 99. I discovered Stained, loved him. Filter, still hate him. Run DMC killed. But I tell you what, man, Limp Bizkit. Did I not become a Limp Bizkit fan that day? Fred Durst took me to the edge. Like he could have told me to stab the son of a bitch beside me, and I would have done it. But then he calms you right down. That dude has such great stage presence. Fucking amazing.
Huh.
Yeah, they're incredible live. I've seen them 3 times. They were always great.
Oh.
Nice. I just got the one.
7
Man,
times from mine.
it was
Wow.
worth it.
Wow.
7 times. Holy shit.
Grayson can't stand him.
Yeah, I could never do it either.
Oh man. Well, hey, before we get into the bracket, do we want to do the rock and roll show and tell real quick?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right, Nate, you're the guest of honor. Do you bring anything for tonight besides the amazing Sonic Boom T-shirt you're wearing?
I was trying to match my gay with your gay tonight.
Well, yeah, we're pretty even, I would say. That's the White Claw of Kiss albums.
I would argue unmasked, but okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I know Mr. Camaro's a big fan of CDs, and I haven't bought CDs in a while. I was at a record store. I found out we have a record store right here in town.
Nice.
Didn't know. And it's a small town. This is ridiculous. But I was in there one day, and for $10, they had Sammy Hagar's first album.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't buy it. I had turned up the music on it. What a fucking idiot I am. Didn't buy it. I go back the next week to get the album. And it's gone. So apparently there's another Sammy Hagar fan besides me.
So Ian was in town, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. But I did get some CDs. And I know Aaron's a fan of CDs.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you get?
I don't know if you'll dig this shit. But Spin Doctors,
Oh
Pocket
boy.
Full of Kryptonite. You mean, oh boy, that's great shit.
Oh, I don't have a problem with it, but I got skewered on BJ Cramp show for mentioning that I like Little Miss Can't Be Wrong. I like that song.
Great tune. It's a great tune.
I'm on the wrong show. I don't know what's going on here. Is Pranked about to jump out on me or something?
Oh.
We're talking about Limp Bizkit and the Spin Doctors.
Wait, I'm just getting started. Wait till you see the rest of this shit.
Oh boy.
This one you guys could probably get on board with. The Who's Greatest Hits.
Yeah,
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
that's
That's
a
a
great,
great
one.
one.
I had that album when I was really young.
I'm almost embarrassed to do this one. Nah, I'm not. Matchbox 20, Yourself or Someone Like You.
Nah. Can't do it.
What the hell?
But this is my greatest find. I used to have this on cassette. Somewhere along the way, I lost it. I do have a digital copy. I'm a huge fan of this band. I think they have one of the greatest MTV Music Awards performances ever. I
Poison?
think that's what it was. Huh?
Poison? I'm just kidding.
That was a good one, too.
What, were CC's Gack to the Nines?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
that's one of my favorites. Brett's like, it
Any
ain't perfect, but it's rock and roll.
Yeah.
Any MTV performance that ends in a fist fight there's got to be points for that.
Hell yeah. But I'm telling you, this is the greatest live performance you've ever seen, but this is not the live album. This is the album that broke them.
Okay.
Yeah, Little Milli Vanilli. That's
Oh,
right.
shit.
The hell.
Yes.
You know, I saw one of those guys walking through the mall here in Nashville back when they were popular.
For
Really?
real?
Yes, it was the same day that I was at the record store and I bought Judas Priest "Screaming for Vengeance" on CD at the local at the record store in there. And I walked out, and the dude from Milli Vanilli walked right by me. I was like, "Holy shit!"
What the hell?
That's awesome.
It was a weird
But-
day. I'll never forget it though.
Milli freaking Vanilli. What the hell is
Well,
going on around
hey,
here?
Calm down. I'm about to redeem myself.
Hey, Paul Stanley took up the torch, so it evens
Yeah.
out.
Hey, yeah. The Milli Vanilli were better at it. You didn't know till the record skipped.
That's right. Girl, you know it's girl, you know.
It was such a great movie. But this one I actually ordered off of Bandcamp. It's Project Resurrect, False Reality. Wayne Noon from Rat Salad Review plays drums on this album.
Oh, cool.
Dude, this shit is metal as fuck. I mean, this is metal. Check that one out.
What's it called?
The band is Project Resurrect. The name of
Project
the album.
Resurrect.
Yep, name of the album is False Reality. And they even twist a sister nerd out. It says, "Play it loud for your neighbors instead of play it loud, mother."
Yeah.
It's a good record.
Is it new or is that
Yeah,
something
yeah.
older?
That's in the last few months?
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
Nice.
Yeah, like I got that before the other 4 CDs.
Gotcha. Then your taste went downhill right away. After that.
No, it went up. Because, baby, you didn't forget my number.
Hey, I'll just blame it on the rain, man.
I'll show myself out again.
I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what you guys are even
Yes,
talking
girl,
about.
you know it's true. Don't you lie to
it's
me.
true. Should we give this Grammy back now?
Did they have to give it back? I don't remember.
I don't know. I think they did actually.
I know one of them
Crazy.
killed themselves over it. It's horrible.
Yeah, that was a pretty horrible story. Yeah, the
It's
one that I
really-
saw was not the guy that killed himself. It was the other guy.
Really, who should have killed themselves was the guy that said, you guys don't look right, so I'm going to get these guys to lip sync what you're singing. That guy should have shot himself.
Yeah.
Or the guy that was in charge of keeping the CD clean. That's the guy. That's the guy.
Somebody got a real ass chewing after that show.
Yeah. That's
They were
the only.
CDs. They were CDs. It was the record. It was skipping.
Yeah, dang. Playing a record backstage. Can you imagine?
It
All
might
right,
have been a
count it
CD. I don't
down and
know.
drop
I
the
wasn't
needle.
there.
Insane.
So is that all the CDs you got?
That was it. Yeah.
All right, Aaron, what do you got?
How the hell do we top that?
I got some cool stuff, but what do you? What do you
Decibel
got?
Geek Live has had Milli Vanilli, Matchbox 20, and Spin Doctors now.
Yeah, thanks for ruining the show, Nick.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Hey, you guys asked me on.
Ridiculous.
Although I'm not helping things drinking this shit, so
Yeah, no kidding. It's only going to get worse. I'm going to try to make it a little better. I picked up 2 crucial pieces of my collection that I've been looking for a while. I found them today. They were at a good price. First one I got, Alice Cooper,
Dragon
Town.
Dragon Town.
I've been watching for that for a while. That's
uh-oh.
piece of Alice Cooper that I didn't know nothing about the album. I wasn't familiar with none of the songs. And while I was at work today, I was cruising around playing this. It's pretty
Yeah, there's
good.
some good tunes on that one.
Yeah, it's good
Dragon
album.
Town's not bad at all. And then to go along with that, I got this one here.
Oh, Dirty Diamonds. I like
Dirty
that one. a lot.
Diamonds.
Mm.
That one kind of sucks.
Really? You don't like that one?
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Not nearly as good as Dragon Town.
Huh.
And by Alice Cooper standards, I don't know. It's not that good. But I
I
need
like
to
it
give it
better
some
than
more
Dragon Town.
listens because sometimes,
Yeah.
when I listen to something new, I need to hear it a few times before it catches on. Sometimes it grabs me right away. This Dragon Town, I got right away. I thought, man, this is great. There's some really great songs on here. The other one I put in, and it was like, this ain't nearly as good as Dragon Town, and Dirty Diamonds, not good, I don't think.
Interesting.
Might be a couple of good ones, but I got one more.
Okay.
This one I'm super excited about. I haven't even had a chance to listen to it yet. This is a gift from my wife and Chopper, who passed on, a few years ago, my little dog. But it was always a tradition that my wife and Chopper would get me a CD for Christmas. And so that tradition lives on. And my wife, man, she went behind my back a little bit and got this for me, and she made it happen. This is brand new. It's Local H Mixtape Volume 3. So every so often, Local H comes out with a mixtape CD, it's called. And what it is, it's a covers album.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, they do all kinds of cool stuff on here. They do When Doves Cry by Prince. They do Brandy by The Looking Glass. You know that song?
Yeah, Brandy, you're a fine girl. That band, that's the band. They wound up turning into the band Stars.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Joe X Doobie is the drummer, and Brendan Harkin, the guitar player. They were both in Looking Glass before Stars.
Wow.
Yep.
Learned something new tonight. I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, leave it to Professor Sinzak to school us on some stuff.
I get smart drinking this shit.
I'm not even familiar with Local H. I know they had one hit back in the day.
See, and that's what
their
sucks
worst
about.
song.
You ought to listen to where myself and Loose Cannon did an episode for Cobras and Fire all about Local H. And we explained how this band's got a ton of albums by now. They're known for the one song that they play over and over and over on radio. The only song they'll play by Local. Bound for the Floor, it's called.
Yeah.
It's the Keep It Copacetic song, they call it.
I thought it was that
It's far.
jump song.
It's
I don't know, they all
far.
sound the same.
No, that's not even the same band.
What
See,
song?
don't mess with Milli Vanilli, damn it.
He's talking about I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. Gump
But-
was the Weird Al version. I don't even know what the other song was.
He's talking about
Oh,
presidents of the United
Yeah.
States of America.
Pot USA.
Yeah.
Lump.
Lump.
There it
That's
is,
what
Lump.
it is.
Yeah.
No, totally
Peaches.
different band. Yeah, totally different band. But the song that you hear by Local H on the radio, it's far from their best song. I mean, they got a ton of great stuff, and it bothers me that that's the song that gets played because it's not a really great representation of them.
No, there's way more good stuff from that band.
Yeah,
Damn
And they put out a
record
lot of
labels.
records too.
a lot of records.
I'll have to
And the
check 'em
cool
out.
thing is, if you buy something but from Local H, it goes through G&P Records, I think, or production, something like G&P, and they're always on the case. You're either going to get it early or right on time.
Nice.
I got this one right on time. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I don't know. I might listen to Tubi. He says by totally different, he means exactly the same.
Whatever.
He's a Cottonmouth Kings fan. What does he know?
Well, yeah,
Ooh.
Toomey's still upset about that time that Metallica won the chance to open for Local H.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was awesome. Congratulations, Metallica, on that, by the way.
Those guys are going to go somewhere one of these days.
I think so.
They might
right.
be somebody.
They only got those 5 songs you hear on the radio.
As long as you put in the right zip code. All right. So for mine, these came out. Well, some of these I already had, but it's the experience. So last Friday we didn't get to do the show, and that's because my wife and I went down to Huntsville, Alabama, to see Eric Martin and Tony Harnell do an acoustic show together.
Nice.
And this little bar, and man, there couldn't have been more than 40, 50 people there. It was not a big turnout, which kind of bummed me out, and I'm sure it bummed them out. But nevertheless, they both put on a great show. Tony did, several things from throughout his career. Did several TNT songs too. And then Eric also did, some solo stuff, a lot of Mr. Big. Of course, you heard To Be With You, of course, got played. But several songs. They did Daddy, was it Daddy, Mother, Brother, Little, or Daddy, Brother? You know the song I'm talking about.
That's pretty
the one
good
with the drill. And he did that acoustically, and I didn't think that would work, but it actually worked out really well. But
did he have a drill?
No, he didn't. It was just acoustic. So
He was just fast picking.
Drill on the acoustic guitar. The drill is louder than the guitar playing.
But it was a good show, and so I took some stuff to get signed, and I bought some stuff when I was there. So I had this album flat from TNT, the Realized Fantasies album cover, and he signed that for me.
That's cool.
It's badass.
I also, for Tony, I bought this for the show. I mean, but this was on my top albums of the year list a year or so ago. It was the Starbreaker record. He signed that for me.
Right
Sweet.
on.
And then
I remember liking that because that was kind of heavy.
Yeah, it's got some heavy stuff on it. It's him and Magnus Carlsen, which is a lot of good stuff. And then I had this record, and I knew he would kind of give me shit for bringing this to get signed. But this is the Sucker for a Pretty Face album that the Eric Martin band did back in the 80s.
Wow.
He signed it to Chris, my hero, which we had never met before.
That's badass.
But like
quick impression.
Yeah.
He's like, you're the guy.
Yeah.
I've been looking for you my whole life.
Right. I had the album on the table, and the couple in front of me were getting photos with him, and he would grab the cover and he was like, "Do you want before or after?" And then another cool thing you may not realize, you recognize this guy?
Oh yeah, that's Troy Lucetta.
Troy Lucetta from Tesla back in 1983.
Oh
Wow.
shit.
And that's John Nyman, who's the guitarist for Y&T now. But
Wow.
so that
Troy
was cool
looks
to get
like
signed.
every jock.
Yeah, he looks
in
he
high
looks like
school.
he looks
Yeah.
like a bully villain in an 80s teen movie, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's like the captain of the football team, and he's
Yeah.
going to knock the piss out of you just because you stood in his way at the
Yeah.
water fountain.
He
He's gonna
looked at his
jump off.
girlfriend.
Yeah, he's gonna
I
jump
love
off his
that.
motorcycle and kick your ass.
I
Yeah.
love
And
that
then
look.
and then I bought one of Eric Martin's solo CDs and had him sign it for Aaron. So the next time I see you see how he signed it.
Nice,
It says,
nice.
to Aaron, the king, Eric
King.
Martin. So
My
he signed that
reputation
one.
preceded me down
Yeah.
in Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, so next time I see you, I'll bring that to you.
The king, I'll take it. from
That
that guy.
rules.
Yeah.
Fun show, but yeah, really good guys, and got home at 2 a.m. But other than that, it was great.
On a work night?
No, it was a Friday.
Oh, okay, yeah. Who cares? We can still try to act young sometimes, Chris.
Yeah, I did
Try.
that night. No, PJ Farley wasn't with him. It was the acoustic shows. It was different guys, but still fun. Rummy's before the big album, favorite albums before a band struck it big. Yeah, we could do that.
I like that. I like that.
We're always looking for ideas because we're always stuck for them. So
We're only almost at 500 episodes.
I know.
Nice.
We'll have to figure out what we're going to do for that one.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a little Tesla later on here on this episode.
Oh, we are?
Friday Night Live. Yes.
That's a tease.
They will come up.
Cool.
Oh, shit. I don't know if I'm ready for Tesla yet.
You better have a couple more beers then.
Hold on. I'm going to Blabbermouth real quick. Is it news? Or I got to find out what's going on.
No, I think he means for the bracket.
Yeah, relax, man. Relax.
Oh.
Because Tesla
See,
was a
these
boy
fuckers-
band.
Friday Night Live is all about having fun, man. We don't try to get too
We don't take it too
crazy
seriously.
about- yeah.
I was going to say, I didn't get the script.
Hang on. There is no script. for
Heavier
Friday
side of Milli Vanilli? No, I don't think we're going to be doing that one.
Okay, so Amber rules.
You know, Bushy does some podcasting. You know, he might be interested in taking that on as a subject topic.
It sounds like a
Heavier
plug
One of
episode,
one of
doesn't it?
his
It
episodes.
does, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Did you hear about this this tour that just got announced? Tom Kiefer, LA Guns,
Yeah.
and Faster Pussycat.
That's
doing a
the
tour
other
next
thing I
year.
was going to say too, is that I said that I didn't think there was any more good albums coming out before the end of the year so we could get our list going. But then I saw Tom Kiefer's got a new album coming out.
What?
This year?
I believe so. I think it's available now. If what I saw was correct, it's called Rise.
Oh, that already came out.
Oh, okay.
That was like a year ago.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that's an old one. That's not
Yeah.
a new one. Oh, okay.
He just keeps.
Well,
I mean,
shit.
he just reissues the same record like every other year. He did
Maybe
that
that's
with
what it is then.
The Way Life Goes. He did like a second version of that one too.
Okay. Well, never mind.
It was
I was
interesting.
all
All is
excited,
good
I
on
thought.
Friday unless Aaron shows his feet.
Yeah, I won't be showing my feet tonight. Remember when Paul Stanley did the interview and then I said, I want you to know I'm real comfortable. And so my way of showing you that I'm really comfortable is by showing you I'm not wearing any shoes.
Oh, geez.
When Paul Stanley did the interview thing where he was on the couch and he wasn't wearing no shoes.
Oh,
So he gives you the idea that I'm very comfortable with myself, you know. And so I was trying to do the same thing. So once I proved that I'm very comfortable in my own skin enough to, you know, kick back and not wear shoes during a live stream or an interview, now I don't have to do it no more ever again.
All right.
Things we learned from the Star Child. Lessons.
How come he didn't get a wonk, wonk, wonk for that?
because he's Paul Stanley and you're not.
Gotcha.
I can make fun of him and well, you come back. We'll go ahead and tease this. Come back and watch next week because next week is Christmas Eve and we're gonna do a Christmas Eve live stream. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get some of our Kiss podcasting host friends to come on and we'll go through a lot of Kiss stuff. We'll do a Kiss bracket brawl also, I think. So
Oh yeah.
it should be fun. Oh boy,
Oh, definitely cheated for that.
put that tongue away,
That's what she said.
Aaron Stanley.
Yes. That was a while ago. I almost forgot about that.
So, all right, if you're coming up as Facebook user on the screen, that means you haven't given permission to StreamYard to get your profile. So we don't know who you are, but
We don't
thanks
know
for
you.
chiming in. Came through Tempe, Arizona. I'm wondering if that's Ray Kuhn. Probably is. Although he usually is. He's usually logged in.
But
All
I
right.
love his profile pic.
Yeah, I mean, he looks stunning, doesn't he?
Dude, beautiful.
A little white, a little pale, but all right. I'm getting busy reading the comments.
Yeah,
So,
we got a lot of people making comments already. That's very cool. I like doing these Friday Night Lives because we get to hang out with our friends all over the country and all over the world sometimes.
Am I allowed to smoke in here?
If you want to.
No.
No.
Damn it.
I got to lay off the peyote.
I could tell you about a trip to New Mexico.
let's go.
Wow.
Where's M3 at in
Uh,
2023?
Baltimore area, I believe. Kicks is like usually the headline.
Wow, 2023. That's a wise.
I think he means
away.
2022.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
I don't know if I'll be alive in 2023, sir.
Yeah, that's a long ways to plan.
Yeah, he meant 2022. I've always wanted to go to M3. I just never had a chance to go.
Where is that? Baltimore?
Near Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah. How did I like the Beatles live on the? You mean if you're talking about the Beatles Get Back? I know Nate loved it, as he's clearly displaying. I'll tell you this: I started watching it with my wife and daughter on Thanksgiving night, and I think they both got through maybe 2 hours of it, and I'm like, wrapped watching the songwriting process and everything, and they're like, "We're done." Like, you finished this without us. I was like, okay, but I mean, it took me a few days to get through the whole thing because it's a lot of just fumbling around in the studio and goofing off. And I don't know that it needed to be the length it was. They could have cut like a good 2 hours out of that.
Yeah, let me help you out. 2? That could have been an hour and a half.
Some of the songwriting stuff was cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
Put all of that together. You have an hour and a half.
I wouldn't have, like, some of the stuff where they're like playing like old songs that they covered when they were, in high school and stuff. Like, all that was unnecessary to me. It's like, I don't want to hear you do other people's stuff. Just do the Beatles stuff.
Right.
So certain things, they could have done a lot of trimming on it. Now, the last part where they do go up on the rooftop and perform and the police get called and everything, that was pretty cool. I mean, did you watch that much of it?
I haven't even got to the third.
It is better on the third. The third one's more fun to watch.
So,
Aaron, you didn't watch it?
I didn't watch it at all yet. I guess now I know which one to skip to.
Yeah, I was going to say, for all you people out there,
it's kind of boring unless you're really into watching songwriting and recording stuff, where they do like it. I don't need to hear "I've Got a Feeling" anymore for the rest of my life because they play it like 30 times through the whole thing. It's like and I told my wife, I was like, this is like when the little bit of time that I did play in a band and did do studio work, I would have, friends that I would get high with and stuff be like, well, I want to come hang out in the studio. I'll go with you. It'll be fun. And I'm like, no, it's not. No, and they're like, oh, come on. I want to hang out. And then 2 hours after we get there, they're like, fuck this. I want to go home. I'm like, I told you it's going to be boring. Yeah. It's really boring being in a studio. Trust me.
Yeah. Especially if you ain't doing nothing. You just sit there.
I'll be doing parts, but like if somebody else is even doing their parts, you'll be bored out of your fucking mind.
Yeah, back in my band days, we never got to the studio. But I can say this about the Beatles Get Back. I prefer the original version, a year and a half in the life of Metallica.
Oh, no, that's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, that's great. And look, a couple hours, maybe 3 tops, be done with it. And like I said, I still haven't seen the third part, but I've seen that concert. It's on YouTube. So I'm watching this shit for 8 hours to see 30 minutes worth of concert.
Wow.
I guess it'd be cool, like if it was about Kiss, people would be. Then you'd be, "Oh, this is amazing." But it's got to be your level of fandom. I like and I appreciate the Beatles, especially that era of the Beatles when they're, Beatles on drugs are the best. Them are my favorite.
Completely disagree. Beatles not on drugs are the best. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck an Octopus's Garden is. And truth be told, I love that song. But what the
I don't
fuck
think
is
they
Ringo
knew
talking about. I'm just going to play this on the piano and sing these lyrics.
And Get Back, even though it's like 8 hours long, I think Ringo says all of 20 words through the whole time.
Wow.
Like most of the time he's just sort of staring there like, all right, I guess I have to drum on this one too. Okay.
Yeah.
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 He worked harder than the rest of them did because he had to be there for everyone's song ideas.
Right. And then Octopus's Garden is what he comes in with.
Yeah, it ain't all good.
Shut up, Ringo. We'll call you when we need a stick.
Well, that explains his stellar solo career.
Yeah.
But I seriously don't hate the Beatles. It's just shush. Go Rolling Stones.
Yeah. I'll take the Beatles.
I'll take the Beatles too.
All right.
Unpopular metal opinion.
Yeah, clearly. All right. We ready for some brackets?
Yeah, we can do bracket brawl.
All right. Let me do the fancy graphic I came up with today.
Okay.
I spent all of 5 minutes building it. So there you go. That's our special effects, people.
I was expecting there to be like a Go
I
with
know.
it.
I was waiting for the sound effects. Instead of hey, it's hey.
Are you ready for the silent explosion of Bracket Brawl? Bracket Brawl.
Oh.
I swear, no gratitude from you fuckers. Thanks a lot.
I can't even build a video, so I can barely
Yeah,
edit
so
a
suck it.
podcast. All right.
Yeah. All right. So last time that we did Bracket Brawl, we decided that, you know what? This really works in the Friday Night Live setting when we have, visuals and 3 people to help us decide, because there's always going to be a tiebreaker. And we thought, you know what? If it works, let's keep doing it. So if you guys are ready to play some Bracket Brawl with us, we want to know your opinions with this all along with us, because this is a game of no wrong answers. It's a game of opinions and opinions alone. So last time we did this, we did the best new metal bands with Josh Toomey. We figured out it was Korn.
Wrong.
Today with Bushy, we're going to be talking about the best albums of 1986.
Oh, fuck me.
1986 was an exceptional year.
What, you'd rather
for
do
hard
boy
rock
bands?
and metal.
Maybe. I could just wing it. I don't have to think. What was it? NSYNC in 95 degrees or whatever?
95 degrees.
96? Well, I don't know. 102?
I'm not going to correct you because then that admits that I know it. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
stay
no.
silent.
Oh,
Before
he
we
does.
started, Bushy was complaining about Bracket Brawl, so I told him we were going to do boy bands, and then he got all excited. I was just joking, and he got all excited, and now we're
I
doing
know.
hard rock and metal of 86, and he's like, oh, no, I don't know.
Well,
that shit."
you told me boy bands. I put on the gayest Kiss shirt I could find.
You succeeded.
You guys
Hush
are-
up there, White Claw.
All right, so I got the brackets together. I got 16 of the most popular and well-known and most loved hard rock and metal albums of 1986. Are you guys ready to bracket brawl?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. We need audience participation on this because the 3 of us are going to vote, but you might be able to sway one of us. So the first matchup, let's see, how do I do this? I can't.
Just tell us.
I'll just have to tell you. The very first matchup in Bracket Brawl for Best Album of 1986 is Ozzy Osbourne, Ultimate Sin versus Judas Priest, Turbo. Now, I'm going to let you guys talk about this amongst yourselves for just 1 second, and I'm going to run and grab a beer, and I'll be right back. All right.
See, I stacked a bunch up in front of me because I knew I had a job to do today.
Yeah, I've got my box of White Claw. It'll take 3 of these boxes to get me drunk, but okay. All right. Priest or Ozzy?
I do love Turbo. And yeah, I love Turbo. Parental Guidance was like such a theme song for me when I was a kid, dude.
Aaron was the same way.
I was like, fuck yeah, because I had a wicked, overbearing, uber religious stepmother that was like, all that shit you're listening to is devil music, and we don't need no. But I heard the Priest live version.
Right.
But Metal Gods is on there, right?
No.
No, Out in the Cold is on there.
Metal Gods is on British Steel.
British Steel, yeah. Out in the Cold.
Out in the Cold's a great song.
Mm-hmm. But even Turbo
Okay.
Lover is a good song.
Man, this is hard.
What's it looking like here?
Most people seem to be going with Ozzy.
Yeah?
I'll tell you, when back in the day, I probably would have gone with Ozzy without a hesitation, but Turbo grew on me a lot over the last few years, so I'm gonna go with Turbo.
Okay, there's 1 vote for Turbo. Bushy,
Man,
Ozzy,
this
or Priest in 86.
this really is hard because Ultimate Sin, man, Shot in the Dark, title track. Oh, fuck. That's rough. But you know what? Priest, Turbo. I love
Nice.
that album.
Wow.
You go with Ozzy, Aaron?
I would go with Ozzy, most definitely. I love that album. That was really important to me when I was young. Priest was something I got into later, and Turbo. I've had my ups and downs with that album. You know, we talked it out not too long ago when we did the Priest episode in the 80s, and re-listening to it now gave me a new appreciation for it. But man, I got to go Ozzy all day long. But it looks like in this case, it doesn't matter because I'm outvoted by these two jokers. A couple of White Claw Milli Vanillis voting for Turbo. But I've been outvoted. Now, the people are going to be, if you're mad, because I see everybody saying Ozzy, it's those guys, not me.
Hey, guess what? That's what you get for fucking System over Limp.
I had nothing to do with it.
See, and that's why it's important to have three people when we're playing bracket brawl, because otherwise it's me and Chris arguing over Ozzy and Priest all night, and we never get past the first bracket.
Yeah, it'd be a 45-minute argument.
It's like, fuck you, the podcast is over. We're done.
Oh, we almost like came to blows over Bon Jovi versus Def Leppard one drunken night. That was brutal.
I wish I could have sat in on that conversation.
Oh man, I don't remember much of it, but it was funny to listen back to.
All right, so advancing in the first round is Judas Priest Turbo over Ozzy's Ultimate Sin.
Yeah, even though Thank God for the Bomb and Killer Giants are really great.
Yes.
All right.
I just think song for song, there's more good songs on the Priest record.
Agreed. I have both versions, the original and the 40th.
Yeah, I don't think so. All right, let's go to the next one. The next matchup in the 1986 bracket brawl is Rat Dancing Undercover versus Striper To Hell with the Devil.
I don't even have to talk. That was easy for me.
Yeah?
Really?
What is it? Yeah. What's your choice?
Striper To Hell with the Devil.
Yeah? What's the people
saying? I'm a huge Striper fan.
Some Striper, yeah.
Let's see what people are saying.
Looks like a couple for Rat. Rat all day. Rat. Oh, there's a To Hell with the Devil there.
Oh, yeah.
It's about 3-4 Rat, 5-4 Rat.
Which last in line? Remember Red Shot in the Dark? Phil Suzanne. Rat. Striper. Dancing Undercover. Striper.
Looks pretty split.
Rat. Shit, this is hard. I love both records. I
do too. I like them both a lot.
I'll go with Rat because I'd probably go back to that one more than I do the Striper one.
So it's up to me to be the tiebreaker.
It's definitely not Soldiers.
Your mother-in-law's influence. Yeah. I don't know who that is.
You know what? I'm going to be the tiebreaker. I'm going to go with Rat. Dancing Undercover.
That's fair. I'm not mad at that. That's fair.
See, so, the disagreements align different ways, different times. But so far, advancing in this tournament, we got Judas Priest and Rat. But I like that. A lot of conversation going on the side over here. A lot of people talking in the group.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one was pretty well even.
Yeah, that was. Dude, that's a tough one. And Michael Sweet, by the way, remember, I chose Striper.
He did.
He's watching.
Yeah,
of course he is.
He's just getting brownie points for someday when he dies and he's at Heaven's Gate. He's like, hey man, St. Peter, remember that time on Friday Night Live? I voted for Striper.
That's right. I get in.
All right. The next matchup is two thrash metal masters that came out with two great albums in 1986.
I know what this is.
Me too.
Yeah, Metallica, Master of Puppets, facing off against Slayer, Rain in Blood.
Metallica.
Yeah, Metallica.
I don't even like Slayer.
I love them both, man. And
I like Slayer.
Rain in Blood's one of my favorite albums by Slayer, but
if this was Seasons, it would be Slayer.
Yeah.
But no, I'm going Metallica on this one.
I like Rain in Blood, but I am also three ways. Looks like nearly unanimous. No, there's some Slayer votes going on over there.
There's some Slayer love in the chat.
Coming in fast.
Yeah.
Metallica. Even though Megadeth is the better band, you're always going to pick Metallica.
Yeah, but Master of Puppets is a fucking masterpiece.
Yes, sir.
Rain and Budweiser.
Looking good. Lots of votes going on the side. I got to go with Metallica also. That's a three-way agreement.
That's
Metallica,
the way it should be.
Master of Puppets.
With a thrash question, I feel even more
So-
gay with this particular Kiss T-shirt on.
All right.
You don't have to be gay to love Kiss, but you can be. That's
Hell.
that's the beauty of the band.
Lately it does, Chris. You got there before I did.
$20 is $20. I'm just saying.
But they're my all-time favorite band. I'll stick with them.
Yeah, they're getting close to slipping off my top 5.
All right, looks like the people say the majority is Metallica, but there's some strong Slayer fans in there as well. All right, so Metallica moves on along with Rat and Priest. We got one more matchup on this side of the bracket, and that is David Lee Roth's Eat 'Em and Smile
Oh, yeah.
versus the self-titled debut of the Vinnie Vincent Invasion.
We know what Chris is going to pick.
Oh, what? Okay.
We know what Aaron's going to pick.
Enlighten me. What are we going to pick?
Yeah.
And I got to say, that guy pissed me off too.
I think this one's probably going to be unanimous also, because I'll lay down the first vote and I'll say all day, Eat 'Em and Smile, one of the greatest albums ever.
Yeah, I'm going to back you up, and I'm trying to think when I go, because I do listen to that first Vinnie Vincent album.
Yeah, I do
It
too.
was Invasion, right?
Yes. And it's
Okay.
a good album. I mean, it's got a couple of songs on there that are a little far out, but for overall, man, the Vinnie Vincent debut is killer. I mean, Rob Fleischman, if you're into that high pitch, soaring vocals, you gotta love that guy.
Hell
and
yeah.
Vinnie Vincent if you love insane guitar playing and just ripping, shredding guitar,
Yeah.
there
And
ain't
insane
nothing-
business decisions. Yeah.
right?
No business decisions.
Talking about the music though, and
Yeah, I know.
well-written songs, him, Dana Strum, great rhythm section with Dana Strum and Bobby Rock, all around kind of a super group in a lot of ways,
It
And
was
so-
good.
Vinnie Vincent Invasion first album, whether you love or hate the guy on a personal
Yeah.
level, that's a pretty killer album.
I'll tell you,
But I can't put it with, and these are both albums that meant a lot to me when I was young. But I mean, David Lee Roth, Eat 'Em and Smile, and there's even a couple of clunkers on that one, but so
Ooh.
good. So
Damn, do
good.
I need to grab my I got to look up this real clunkers on Eat 'Em and Smile?
I'm talking about like what he do with Frank Sinatra cover, I think is on that.
You know what? I'm gonna grab it.
Look up the track.
go grab it.
If
tell you-
if that's the deal breaker for Vinnie Vincent Invasion versus David Lee Roth, then figure it out.
No, because I'm here to tell you right now that I do love that Invasion album, but I'm trying to think: is there a bad song on Eat 'Em and Smile? Let me see here: Yankee Rose, Shy Boy, I'm Easy, Ladies Night in Buffalo, Going Crazy, Tobacco Road. No, there's
I'm
not
Easy.
a bad song.
I'm Easy ain't great. I ain't a huge fan of that song.
No, I dig that.
I'm
one,
easy,
too.
I'm easy, I'm easy, I'm an easy
Yeah.
guy. Man, fuck that.
I love that shit. That's what you're talking
Other than
about.
Other than that, damn near perfect album.
100% perfect. I love both that and Skyscraper. What amazing lineup. What
Man.
great albums. Eat 'Em and Smile for the win.
Yeah.
I'll tell you,
Chris?
if it was, well, I mean, I got to go with Roth because it's one of the best records of the whole decade. But
Right.
I'm not, just because Vinny's a fucking scumbag as a human doesn't mean that his music changes. So if you would put Invasion over, up against Dancing Undercover, I would take Invasion. I mean, I think it's
I would too.
Same.
it's a solid record, and the songwriting and the playing still awesome. So, but I'm not going to pick it over Roth.
All right.
No. That
So
fucking
once
album
again,
rules.
3 ways, unanimous. Looks like most people on the Vinny's getting some good votes too. I see that. Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Kristen rules.
One of us.
Yeah, no, she hates bracket brawl.
Yeah, we pissed her off a lot last week.
Yeah.
too.
You guys pissed me off.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
This is
This
the
is
game
why we keep
where,
bringing it back.
right. This is the game where everybody gets pissed. At some
Yeah,
point
nobody's
or
ever
another.
happy.
It gets a lot of interaction. That's the best part.
It's great. I don't know how you guys, because you guys said it was such a disaster the first time you did it.
We did it on just the regular podcast episode, and it was just me and Chris. And the concept of it was the local rock station does like Bracket Buster or some shit like that. And we decided to make our own based on their
We use their
selections.
brackets.
Yeah, we used their
Oh, okay.
brackets. And then didn't really understand none of them, you know.
But it was all like modern
half-
rock
yeah,
garbage,
yeah.
like Chevelle and Finger 11 and
Well,
bands
no,
like
it was,
that.
It was worse
Well,
than
see-
that. It was like Cage the Elephant versus the Imagination Dragons, and it's like I don't know any of these bands.
Christ, me neither.
Yeah,
it was a terrible.
You did a much
concept,
better
but
job
we
with
improved
Toomey.
upon it. Yeah, we improved upon it, and we experimented with Toomey, and it turned out good. So we're doing it now. Like you said, the game where everybody's mad and nobody's happy, and kills an hour.
But
So
it's fun
that brings
it's
us
fun to
that-
drink with.
Yeah.
That brings us to our next matchup. This one ought to be concise. So I think this one, I'm guessing this one's going to be a three-way agreement, but you never know.
I like a good three-way.
One of the most popular albums
I
of
know.
1986, without a doubt, was Bon Jovi's Slippery When Wet.
Yep.
But what happens when it faces off against Tesla, Mechanical Resonance? I know for me personally, this is easy. Everybody knows me. I'm a Bon Jovi hater. I am. I can't help myself. When I was in the 6th grade, the teacher split the class in half, the girls and the boys. And we said, we're going to have 2 teams in this class, and they're going to face off against each other in matchups in different contests.
Why do
And
I know where this is going?
The girls are going to be one team, and girls, what do you want to name yourself? And guess what? This is probably right about 1986 when this is happening. Girls, what do you want to name yourselves? Girls say, we want to be the Bon Jovis. So in the meantime, me and the boys are over here, and we're talking about like, what are we going to call ourselves? You know, we're gonna call this band, we're gonna go this, you know, all these cool things. And then he says, okay, and now for the name of the boys team, girls, what should the boys team be called? And we were like, what? And they said, they're going to be known as the Pee Wee Hermans. And so everything that whole year was the Bon Jovis versus the Pee Wee Hermans. We didn't even get to pick our own names. There was something wrong with that teacher. He liked.
I'd
them
like to
little
say
girls
this
too
did
much.
not go where I thought it was going to go.
No, and I'll never be a Bon Jovi fan because of that. I hate Bon Jovi, and it's mainly, I think it's a psychological thing. Like if I went and seen a Shrink, I might walk out and be like, you know, Slippery When Wet's the greatest album of all time. But until then, Tesla all the way, all day, every day. Mechanical Resonance.
Now, what was on that album? You got to remind me. Because the
Mechanical
Bon Jovi,
Resonance?
I know front to back.
Coming at You Live.
Yeah.
I think is it Heaven's Trail was on that one too.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
I love that one. Yeah.
I'm just doing this up. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, I mean, tons of great songs are on that record. I mean, we did an Albums Unleashed with Troy on it.
Yeah. Edison's Medicine. Mm-hmm.
That's good stuff.
No, I don't think that's on. Is that on that one?
And oh no, we didn't do.
That's on Psychotic
Yeah,
Supper,
that's
isn't
what
it?
I was thinking. I was thinking of the one with the
Yeah,
other
see,
dude.
that's how much I know Tesla. I'm like, yeah, that's a good
Uh,
song. I didn't say it
Easy-
was on the album.
Easy Come, Easy Goes on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And Getting Better, which is great. Modern Day Cowboy, Little Susie.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, Little
Changes.
Susie's good.
I mean, tons of great songs. I mean, this is another one where if I was 12 again, I would pick Bon Jovi, but I'm not, and I would pick Tesla
Well, I'm
because I
not
listened to the
either.
fuck out of Slippery When Wet when I was 12. I'll be honest.
I'll be honest. I listened to it more than I would like to admit.
I loved it
Um,
back in the day.
I
No,
owned it on
I
LP when I
mean
was
now,
a young kid.
motherfuckers.
Like right before we started recording, like in between the Milli Vanilli and the Spin Garden Doctors.
Yes. Let's see. Social Disease. What a great deep cut. Fucking Wild in the
Social
Streets.
Disease is a good song.
That's a great song.
Let It Rock.
Let It
Let It
Rock,
Rock
yeah.
is a good song. I
Wanted
like that.
Better
Those are the only
Alive.
2 good songs on it.
I'd Die for You is a pretty good riff.
Oh, for real. Never
It
Say
is.
Goodbye. That's so 80s.
I'm not talking about the ballad. It's a fast song.
No, I Die for You
Joey.
rips.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Was it Raise Your
that's-
Hands is on that one?
Yeah.
Raise
There's some
Your
great
Hands is pretty
songs
cool.
on it.
Raise Your Hands is pretty
No,
cool.
not
That is-
Raise Your Hands. Let It Rock.
Yeah, Let It Rock. That's the opening track.
No, Raise Your Hands is on it too. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both on there.
Fuck me, that's
Wild in the Streets, although that's pretty cheesy.
dude, it's so of the time, but I love
it
it.
is. It's very
today.
1986, though.
You feel like you're watching The Karate Kid.
Yeah,
If you listen to that record.
Yeah, Johnny and his gang hang out and they go wild in the streets.
Wild in the streets.
But I love it. Man, that's a lot of good songs on Tesla. That's actually better than the Great Radio Controversy.
It is. It's a much better record, in my opinion.
God damn.
And the Great Radio Controversy is like their big hit, but I thought I thought Psychotic Supper was better than that one.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I tell you what, as much as I hate to do it, Tesla.
All right, Chris, it doesn't matter, but what do you think?
Oh, I guess I already said Tesla.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I would have if I was 12, it would be Bon Jovi. But
Okay. All right.
No,
Unanimously.
I'm almost 47, and it's like if you ask me tomorrow, it could be Bon Jovi.
Well, for tonight, unanimously, it's Tesla. So, are you ready for the next matchup?
Yes.
This one's going to be interesting because it's two very different bands, but both came out in '86, both well-loved and revered albums by most, I think. You know, different fans, different bands, but this is Megadeth, Peace Sells,
Nice.
Who's Buying, versus Van Halen, 5150, Van Hagar style.
No.
It's 86. You got to include it. Megadeth versus Van Halen in 1986.
Megadeth.
If it was OU812, it would take me 0.3 seconds. Instead, it's going to take me 0.1 Megadeth. That's my favorite Megadeth record, Peace Sells.
Oh, so look at Cecil going with Van Hagar.
Ugh.
I think it's going to be almost a clean sweep aside from that.
Yeah, it's got to be Megadeth.
Well, Facebook user picked 5150.
Oh, there's two.
Yeah.
Megadeth. Let's see. It's a push, says Gratian. No, it's not. It's not even close. No. Megadeth.
Metal Mike.
This one hurts.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, Peace Sells was.
This one's just as easy for me as it was for Chris and as it was for Bushy. I agree.
No contest.
Megadeth over Van Hagar all day.
Yeah, and you know what? I go back and listen to Van Hagar, and I really...
Oh, Mike.
Everything after 5150. 5150 got a couple good tracks, but...
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's Megadeth all day.
Megadeth,
what a great album. What
MTV
a great album.
News, where you hear it first.
Yep. That's how old we are.
You know, that album's so good. Peace Sells.
The kids that are tuning in are like, MTV News, what? It's
Kristen, you are correct. That is all we did at that age. We listened to heavy metal and we whacked off.
Yeah, yes. That's true. 1986.
I still kind of do the same thing, but yeah,
I now realize I haven't grown and changed at all.
I haven't changed at all. What the fuck?
We're just older, a little heavier, a little more gray.
Get our rhythm down better, though. We can go longer. All right.
That leaves us two more matches.
Really? I get me off in 15
round.
seconds. I know what I like.
Quit watching that midget porn. That's what does it for you.
Yeah. I like that handicap porn.
Yeah, I saw a meme where a guy was at a hotel front counter and he goes, "I'd like the porn in my room to be disabled." Yes. And the lady in the front desk, she's like, "We only have regular porn, you sick bastard."
That's like one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Can you imagine that guy? Oh my God, that's not what I meant. That's so great.
That's funny. All right, let me know when you're ready for the next one.
Oh, we're ready. If you
okay,
you
all right, here we go.
Right now,
got two more matches in this round. This one is Cinderella Night Songs.
Yeah.
Versus Wasp. Inside the Electric Circus.
Oh, Electric Circus. Oh, that's kind of easy for me then.
I like both these albums a lot. Definitely do. Wasp is one of my all-time favorite bands. Inside the Electric Circus has got some killer songs on it, but I don't think it stands up against Night Songs. I mean, Night Songs is damn near a perfect album too. I'm gonna have to go with Cinderella on this one.
Yeah, I think I do too. Because I'm looking at the track list for the Wasp album. I haven't heard it in forever, but there's some good stuff on it. But
Yeah, for sure.
But no, I mean that the Cinderella album's way better than this one.
It's a lot better. Man, Electric Circus. To me, that one's dated. It's like I never go back to it ever. I'll go back to the debut. I'll go back to the Last Command.
Yeah, I loved Last Command.
Great album. But man, Night Songs, come on. Is there a clunker on that at all?
There's no bad songs on that record.
No, I don't
Greatest
think so,
band ever to have a Poison look and be like, no, that's not what we do.
Right?
Yeah, they should have never gone with that image.
I mean, I dig it. It makes sense to me. It really does. It makes perfect sense. Big bouffant hair, skin tight vinyl or leather, whatever the hell they were wearing.
They look cool as
Long
hell.
trench coats. Dude, that's what rock and roll's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the songs, yeah. Cinderella all day long.
Yeah. And it looks like for the most part, with a few exceptions, there's a few exceptions in there for Wasp. But it's 1986, Scott. It's coming. And we only have one more matchup left. That's
mostly Cinderella.
Three-way, unanimous, mostly Cinderella. Got some Wasps in there. But with us, Cinderella moves on. So that leaves one last matchup in the first round of 1986 Bracket Brawl albums. You wanted it, Bushy. I know it's one of your favorite bands. Scott Stein's been waiting because he knows it's 1986, and that's the year of Poison. Look what the cat dragged in. Facing off against a rock legend, Alice Cooper, Constrictor. 1986. There are a lot of good albums came out in 86. These 16 here don't even scratch the surface of great albums that came out in 1986.
Right.
Like we could do 86 again and just be like all the best albums that we didn't use in the first one. We could have a fun one again.
I tell you what, everything in me wants to say Poison just so they get to the top of the list. Trick Bag Crawling, Back to School. What is that? Great America's Success Story. He's back, the man behind the mask. Dude, that's a good fucking record.
It's all right.
With the cat dragged in, talk dirty to me, cry tough. Yes, I know Ralph and Ian cry tough.
How do you exactly cry tough? It seems that's hard to do.
I guess you got to make a mean face. I don't know. That's
look pissed off while you cry.
You guys have to go ahead and go. I've got to think this over. I've actually got to think it over.
And
it's not my favorite Alice Cooper album by no means. It would probably be on the lower level if I was to rank all the Alice Cooper. Constrictor would be down towards the bottom. Poison, man, I love that first album. That thing, that was really important to me when I was that age. In 1986, I was all about Poison, man. Those guys, when they see them on MTV, I think those are the most fun dudes I've ever seen. If I want to hang out with somebody, I want to hang out with Poison, and I want to be like those guys. Look at that. Just rolling in the girls and the money and the drinks and everything a young kid in 86 is fantasizing about. Poison was doing, all day Poison for me.
That's fucking amazing. I don't feel nearly as gay now.
We're all three going to be gay. I'm going to go with Poison too.
Fuck yeah. I mean,
And
I love that Alice Cooper record. That and Raise Your Fist are like my two favorite Alice Cooper albums. I'm
not a giant fan of Constrictor. I don't like what Bo Hill did on the production, but and there's also some real clunkers on that record. But I do like Crawling, and I love that he's back, the man behind the mask. But
doesn't that have Roses on White Lace?
I think that one's
or
on
is that Raise Your Fist?
Yeah.
Then he has the other one. What's the other one? Gale.
Yeah. No, that's on. I think that's on Raise Your Fist too.
Well, maybe it's Raise Your Fist. Well, that just made it a lot easier. Poison. Yeah, Poison wins.
Let me look just to remind myself. And it also has one of the dumbest Alice Cooper songs on it, "Thrill My Gorilla." I hate that fucking song.
I love "Thrill My Gorilla."
Nice having you on the show tonight, Nate. We're gonna let you go now.
I'll see you later. It's better than Feed My Fucking Frankenstein.
But like, no, it's got The World Needs Guts. That's a good song.
That's a good one. I like that.
The Great American Success Story.
Yeah, that's on there.
To
Yeah.
school.
I don't know,
think
man. I'm not a big fan of that Cooper album.
Crawlin' is a great song. I don't know. I'd still go with Poison though, but I'm probably biased, and it's more based on nostalgia.
It looks to me like, for the most part, everybody's picked Poison too over that Alice Cooper album. I do see a mistake I made in putting this together. I intended to include in here somewhere Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time, and I messed that up. And then so that one should have been on here. So
Thank God it's not.
We come back to 86 again, then we can.
Oh yeah, no Rage for Order by Queensryche either.
I mean, I'm telling you, there's so many great albums that came out in 86. Yeah, I messed up. That's on me. I should have included Maiden.
Boy, that's the only album I've ever owned on all 3 formats, all 4 formats.
Yeah,
really?
Somewhere in time.
You like it that much, huh?
It Wasted Years was
Wasted
my
Years
introduction.
It's my favorite
Maiden.
Maiden song.
Dude, it's amazing.
Well, here's
that
something.
was my introduction, and then I heard the album. It was amazing. Now for Christmas, I had gotten Kiss Crazy Nights and the White Snake, self-titled, 87.
Mm-hmm.
My dad read the lyrics of Crazy Nights and decided there were some songs that were naughty, and I couldn't have my Christmas present. So I gave it back to my mom. I had to give my fucking Christmas present away because it was naughty.
Crazy Nights.
Yeah. My stepdad went through all the lyrics of Iron Maiden Somewhere in Time because he had multiple copies of it. And he said,
man,
there's no way you're going to give this back and then not get something back. So he gave me Somewhere in Time. And dude, that's their best shit.
Well,
so
I guess, you know what? That's the cool thing about the dry erase board, because we can make amendments to this thing. So how about this? How about we take Alice Cooper off completely and replace that with Iron Maiden Somewhere in Time. So now
you're an asshole.
Now we have Poison.
now we got
the
fight.
cat dragged in.
Shit.
Versus Iron Maiden Somewhere in Time.
Maiden.
I have to go to Maiden on that one.
All right. Well, I'm still going to go with Poison.
Well, you are fucking wrong, sir.
Okay. Well, that's why I've been outvoted.
Wait. Let me think about this.
Yeah, think about it for a second. Just let's not.
Because I mean,
think about it. Let's see.
Deja
what
Vu,
say.
Alexander the Great, Stranger in a
Oh, I know.
I
fucking know.
It's a great album for sure, but it's not the best Maiden album.
But I mean, am I going with what I think's a better pound for pound album, or one that I like better that I go back to more often? Like, what's the criteria we're going by?
That's what you got to decide, because with Bracket Brawl, there really is no rules. It's just kind of an opinion, how you feel, what you like. It doesn't matter.
Damn, well, that's not fair, because now I got to think about it.
Yeah.
If it's
all right. Now everybody rushed to conclusions with Iron Maiden versus Poison, but now let's let it soak in already. I've got Poison as my pick. And I love Iron Maiden. I love everything Iron Maiden's done. But, I mean, in that Poison album, it does have Cry Tough on it. And that song does kind of suck.
Love it.
But
I love Cry Tough. I think it's great.
Yeah, see? But I like Look What the
Thank
Cat
you, Chris.
Dragged
I love
In,
you, brother.
I like the title track is my
That's
favorite.
my Crazy Nice brother, too. So
yeah, what state is gay marriage legal in? I'll meet you there. All right. I'll if it's for what I go back to more often, I'll go with Poison.
Yeah, if I go pound for pound, it could be Maiden. But if it's what I go back to all the time, who am I kidding? It's fucking Poison, Jesus.
We're gonna get.
But
a
I
bunch of
love
people
that
to yell at
Maiden
us
record.
now.
Oh my God, that's
So
my all-time favorite Maiden record.
So we made the amendment to include Iron Maiden, and they still lost to Poison. How you like that? And it was unanimous.
Yes.
All right, so that completes the first round.
We pissed off.
Brawl.
We pissed off Bushy's co-host.
Oh, Metal Mike. Thanks, guys. I actually just finally recorded an episode with him tonight, and he's going to quit.
I know.
3 questionables of me.
Yep. Well, what are you gonna do? That's the magic of Friday Night Live and the beauty of bracket brawl. Because it doesn't even, none of this even matters. So that brings us to the second round.
I'm loving these comments.
Yeah, we're getting chewed out in the comment section.
Come on,
Now I see why.
VIP.
Now I see why those three sides guys do what they do.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's move on from that. Let's keep this going because we got a few more to go now. We're in the second round, and that means two bands that survived the first cut.
Yep.
The albums are Turbo by Judas Priest versus Dancing Undercover by Rat. Now, I didn't vote for Priest in the first round. I voted for Ozzy. But in this round, I'm actually going to vote for Priest. I think I like Turbo a little better than Dancing Undercover. What's the people say?
This one person said Doobie Brothers. So I don't know what show they're watching.
No wonder they want to stay anonymous over their Facebook user.
Rat, Priest. Pretty even so far. Rat and Roll.
Priest, couple more Rats.
Rat. Keep them coming.
That's a great Rat album for sure, too. 86, man. You got to love it.
Damn, y'all are fast.
I'm looking at this. There's like 4 songs I dig. Yeah, I'm going Priest. Boy, we're going to be wrong.
Yep. Oh, the Mooger Fooger's on our side. I'm going with Priest.
Standing.
No Priest. Bushy. Priest.
Priest.
Priest is unanimous in this round.
Well, somebody put a write-in vote for Maiden.
That's why I was like, oh, this whole thing is tainted now because of Maiden.
I know when Poison's going to win. It's ridiculous.
All right. So this one's going to be pretty tough. So defeating Slayer in the first round was Metallica's Master of Puppets. Defeating the Vinnie Vincent Invasion debut was David Lee Roth, Eat 'Em and Smile. Here in the second round, these two albums face off. Master of Puppets versus David Lee Roth's Eat 'Em and Smile.
Man, it's 2 completely different genres. Oh,
what say
God.
you, people? That is a tough one. This I think is the most difficult for me to split them apart and decide which one I like better. It's really a tough pick on this one. Very different, but very awesome.
You're basically putting the hard rock album of the year up against the metal album of the year.
Yeah.
Because I don't think either of them are really eclipsed by anything else.
Well, Megadeth Peace Cells, but whatever.
Master of Puppets is better than Peace Cells. I love Peace Cells though.
Oh, man. Boy, that is.
This is rigged for Poison.
Yes.
Yeah, but Poison has had the most difficult, if you think about it, Poison has had the most difficult road because they had to beat 2 albums just to be able to advance into the next one. So,
man, it's like most people.
What are the people saying?
Mostly are going with Master of Puppets.
Yeah. Man, I love David Lee Roth, and I love that album so much. These are both 86 is really my wheelhouse because I was buying LPs when I was a kid, and when my birthday or Christmas or whatever come, be begging for certain albums. And Metallica, Master of Puppets, I had that on LP. I listened to the hell out of that thing. And I also had David Lee Roth's Eat 'Em and Smile. I listened to the hell out of that too. I think I got to go with Metallica. I got to. I hate it because it's so hard to pick. But
well, if I'm gonna pick Poison because I go back to it more often, I'm gonna go to what I go to more often. And these days, I go back to David Lee Roth's album more often. So I'm gonna pick Eat 'Em and Smile.
All right, Bushy, that leaves it to you. You let it stew in for a minute.
Bullshit.
I know this is tough.
And Rummy, fuck you for that question. I don't even want to make that choice.
She and her burden.
Yeah, see, this is a difficult one.
Man, the Steve Vai is so much better than fucking.
Oh yeah,
man. And it's
That's
so
true.
much more fun.
Well, if you're going off technical ability, you got to go with the Roth album, but don't base your pick off that.
We'll see. I'm trying to think. Well, he brought up the she and Burton thing. Damn it. Let's
stick to the task at hand. It's difficult enough without confusing it.
Go back, listen, fun. fun. I'm the party guy. And David Lee Roth always brings the fucking party.
Nice.
Going
David
with
Lee
Roth. Wow. So David Lee
Going
Roth
with
beats
Roth.
Metallica.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. That's amazing.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, Jennifer.
Continuing to piss
Are
people
we about
off
to be in
tonight.
big trouble?
I'm the glam guy.
Ladies Night in Buffalo, underrated track. Totally. I love
It's
that
amazing.
song.
Mm.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Written
I
by
see
Billy
people
Sheehan.
saying Masters should win the whole thing. They're out.
Oh,
Metallica is
Mike Tyler's
out.
really pissed. Look at all those question marks.
So the Plug Podcast will be looking for a new co-host soon because I'm going to get fired.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh man.
You'll have
Man,
to
that
start
was
your own.
tough.
Get those Manili guys.
That should have been the final, honestly.
Yeah, that was.
Could have
I don't
been.
know how the voting went that way, but I tell you
Could have
what,
been.
that was kind of like, do you
This
want to
is-
drive a
this is
nail
where-
through your left testicle or your right?
Yeah, there's no good answer.
This
Oh,
is where
man.
we're at so far.
Oh, and I don't like what I see coming up either. Jesus.
All right. So
Boy. Oh, guys, I'm
go.
having internet problems. I gotta go.
I can't. Alt saying.
all right, up
So
next we
2
got
coolers, 3 sugar
Tesla's
pox.
Mechanical Resonance, who defeated Bon Jovi Slippery When Wet, versus the one that totally trounced Van Hagar, Megadeth Peace Cells. Now, Peace Cells versus Mechanical Resonance. Tesla versus Megadeth. Two very different bands
I hate
coming
these.
out with two great albums in 1986.
It's not fair to have these rock versus thrash.
Yeah,
That's the way it
that's
lines
tough.
up, man. Hey,
That's
hey,
tough.
they all decided to release albums in 86. It's not
Mm.
my fault.
No, it's the record labels. We should yell at them.
Fuck.
We have a contract.
I'm gonna. All right, I'll go first. I'm gonna go with Tesla.
All right, I see a lot of Teslas. I see some Megadeths.
I see Scott Sign saying "Fire his ass, Metal Mike."
What the hell, Scott?
He wants to be your co-host. It sounds like. Kristen saying "Rat." They're not in this one.
I got eliminated by Priest.
Uh,
Christian's comments seem to be like out of time. I think.
yeah, I think she's on a delay.
Sorry, Megadeth. I go back to that album
There you
all
go.
the time.
All right.
Megadeth. Peace Cells is like my favorite Megadeth album that's not called Rust in Peace.
I think Peace Cells is my favorite Megadeth album too. I'm going with Megadeth.
Wow. So Tesla gets
So-
booted.
Tesla eliminated 2-1 votes. Megadeth moves on to the semifinals. All right, this one should be interesting as well. I see a lot of votes for both on that, though.
Yeah.
All right, we might be able to redeem ourselves.
Thank
Might
you,
be able to
Ruby
redeem
Rummy.
ourselves in the eyes of the people. We'll see.
Mike, how far back are you? Jeez.
Yeah.
That was like
Turt,
10 minutes ago.
it's a great album because we don't need no PGs here.
All right, so next we got the band that survived a double attack from Alice Cooper and Iron Maiden, but still survived. Poison, Look What the Cat Dragged In, versus Cinderella, Night Songs. Two iconic albums of the 80s.
Oh, so
1986.
you said "Look What the Cat Dragged In" versus "Night Songs."
Yes. This is tough.
This one actually is tough.
I really love Poison. Like I said, in 1986, I was all about that band. But nowadays, looking back, now maybe if this was a different Poison album, the debut is always going to be super special to me. But man, there are some songs on that debut album that, I mean, you guys love Cry Tough. I think it's awful. But there's other songs on that album I think are just knockouts that I love.
Let me go to the
But-
show.
But yeah, I like Let Me Go to the Show. Yeah, I do like that one.
Let me go to the show. I love that's a great
But
jam.
that song's jamming, man. It fucking rocks. I love it. But
it'd be so much
if
easier
we're-
if it was open up and say ah.
If we're talking about
Take it outside.
yeah, number one, Bad Boy, Blame It on You. I love that stuff. I can't help it. I love it.
Oh,
But if we're talking about a complete album on this one, as much as it pains me to do it, I love both these bands a lot. Both, I had these two in '86 when they were new.
Romy says the KGB is paying you.
You guys are never going to believe this, but I'm going to go with Cinderella.
Really?
I think so. Just because album versus album, full album versus full album. If it was a different Poison album, maybe, but man, that Night Songs album is just killer, man. I don't want to cry tough on the streets.
Well, that's the only way you're going to make your dreams happen. I'm just saying.
No. There's other ways. There are other ways.
look, if you're going to make it big, yeah.
You don't have to.
I gotta side with you guys, man. Night Songs is so perfect as a debut record.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can beat Night Songs on this one.
No.
You gotta go with Cinderella.
If it was Open Up and Say definitely if it was Flesh and Blood.
Yeah.
Poison's debut is fun. Cinderella wins.
Yeah.
Cinderella wins.
Well, the Poison album is a party record. Cinderella's album is a great record.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
the
great
album.
blues-based hard rock album.
Yeah. I love it.
God, Kristen's way behind. Jeez.
Earlier, she said she was driving. So.
Yeah, she
Trapped
is.
in time. Oh, okay. Driving her time machine the wrong way.
Can Brett really hear his name from 10 miles away?
I don't
Is
know.
that
My
true?
mom would yell. I could hear her from anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Seven
star. There's,
horrible.
hey,
I love that record.
Fastway Trick or Treat soundtrack. There's a
Oh, yeah.
ton of
That's a
great
classic.
albums that came out in '86.
Yeah.
It was hard just to whittle it down to 16 for this.
Well, we could do
And-
another.
And I still messed up and forgot Iron Maiden, even though I meant to include them.
We could do a rest of 1986.
You could have like 16 more guys.
Metal
Come
Mike.
do that.
He's wrong. But we're talking about 1986. So this brings us down to the semifinals. And I got a feeling this one is going to be pretty easy, I think. It's easy for me. David Lee Roth, Eat 'Em and Smile versus Judas Priest, Turbo.
I've got to go with Roth.
Yeah, easy for me. David Lee Roth,
Man.
all the way. Anybody out there for Priest over Roth? I don't think so. Maybe
No,
somebody.
That's a pretty great album.
Yeah.
Let's see if
Kind
we
of
get
surprised, it's all really it's how this lines up in the bracket sometimes.
Roth.
It's weird that Metallica's out.
Roth.
Not really. Megadeth's in it. It makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
There's Facebook user picked Judas Priest. Roth.
I really love Turbo, but man,
You're right, Mike.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of David Lee Roth, a couple of Judas Priest.
King Diamond Fatal Portrait.
that's a good album too.
Rummy picked Turbo. Mike Tyler doesn't want to fire you now. He picked the same thing.
All right, cool. You're redeeming yourself now. See, everybody,
Oh.
it all comes together at the end. Somebody
VIP
awesome
going
is going to
Priest.
win this thing.
Well, now a bunch of Turbo votes
Look
come
at
in.
that.
Wow.
Yeah, I gotta go DLR.
All right, so there you have it.
Priest,
Unanimously.
that Turbo's a great album.
I do. I love Turbo. I go
All
back
these
to it a lot
albums,
now.
every album that we've listed here tonight on this is a awesome album. That's how they got onto this list. It's any one of these are great. I recommend. There isn't any album on this whole tournament that I could say, oh, that album sucks, because every one of them is good.
Ooh.
So David Lee Roth makes it to the finals. Yeah, Eat 'Em and Smile. But who do they face? Comes down to this one. It's Megadeth, Peace Sells, but who's buying? Versus Cinderella's Night Songs.
Well,
What a matchup.
I'm out, boys.
Hey, you're not getting off that easy, dude.
Fuck.
I went first last time.
I'll go first this time. This one is, I love Peace Sells, but Night Songs is a record that I go back to over and over and over again. And it's in regular rotation. I'll pick Night Songs.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that I'm not the thrash guy. I'm the glam guy. But dude, I go back to Peace Sells all the time. I love that record. Night Songs is brilliant, but as much as I think there's not a bad song on Night Songs, there's not a bad song on Peace Sells. My introduction to thrash metal, Megadeth.
Wow. Maybe I should have went first.
No, it's all on you, brother.
Again, too.
You thought the glam guy was going to do it, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, again, too, when it comes to 1986, what it really brings to me is, I had a lot of these on LP. Like when I was in 1986, like things were really changing over to cassette tape at that point. But because I was young and I was into Kiss, I had a lot of LPs.
Lionel Richie.
And so, not Lionel Richie, just Kiss mainly. Yeah, only Kiss until 1986. Really, Kiss was all I wanted to listen to until 86 when I found Poison and Cinderella and Metallica and Megadeth and even Bon Jovi. I had that album. I did, But to look back on these and go, these are albums that I had. These were ones that I would take home and put on the turntable and drop the needle on, put the headphones on and listen to the whole things over and over and over again. 86 was my year that I stepped away from just only liking Kiss and realizing there was other stuff out there I liked. That being said, I had Peace Sells, but Who's Buying on LP? I listened to it over and over and over again. I also had Cinderella Night Songs on LP, thanks to my awesome cousin Rhonda that made sure I got that for Christmas one year. And I listened to that over and over and over again. This is a really, really tough one, man. I know I'm stalling because I don't know. I don't know.
I need some like music from the soundtrack of The Natural or something to play on.
I know, right?
Keep playing it. Keep playing it one more time.
That's a great movie, by the way. I love that film. I love that film.
Robert Redford's great in that movie.
What do you mean I don't believe in God? I talk to him every day. Come on. That's just so great.
I know.
I go to court when I have to.
What do you mean I don't pay my bills? Why do you think I'm broke? Huh?
Man, Bushy's singing is really swinging it the other way. I'm going to go with Cinderella.
That's fair. I deserve that.
I'm going with Night Songs.
And for people that disagree,
what did it look like for the people? A lot of splits
most
on
people, it was very split.
I think Verno was with me that Megadeth beats all Cinderella. Just my last last rights and my last words.
Yeah, he said my last words alone trump Cinderella.
Yeah,
that's
such a great
song.
album. It's such a great album.
Yeah, they both are. They both are just killer. I go back to both of them. I really do. I listen to them a lot. Even I had that on shuffle on my iPod, and anything pops up off of any of them, it's all good with me. So this is pretty interesting. This is what we've done so far. This is what we've created.
There it is. The 1986 bracket brawl.
There are the finals. This is what it all comes down to right here.
This is why I don't play March Madness.
David Lee Roth, Eat 'em and Smile versus Cinderella Night Songs. Who wants to go first? I go second this time. I'm not going last.
All right, Bushy, I'll go last. Bushy, you go first. So I'll make it easy on you. I got to prepare my speech like Aaron did.
I don't have a speech because I expected this to be poisoning like rat, and that's not what it is. Man, Eat 'em and Smile, Night Songs. David Lee Roth, fresh off of Van Halen, saying, "Suck my dick. I want to play all these great tunes." Put together one of the greatest bands ever.
Very split on the fan voting.
Dude, it is tough.
It's sort of like picking one friend over the other. Verno.
Yeah, kind of.
I know, right?
Kind of is. A lot of these are that way.
Like in Congress, you could like no vote. Can I just no vote?
Right.
No.
This is like you got, there's a concert coming to town. You got one extra ticket, and you got a handful of friends, or two best friends.
This is really hard.
It's whoever blows me.
This one is really split.
Is Ian in town? All right. Yeah, I'm trying to get Ian back because he makes fun of you on his show. So I'm trying to even the odds.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
We
actually
love
got him on my show. I love Ian, even though he made me puke.
I did enjoy your Dave Chappelle special. That was interesting to listen to.
I'm gonna go with David Lee Roth, Eat 'em and Smile.
Look, he jumped.
He jumped ahead of you.
He jumped.
I
can't
take
wait.
it. I can't take it. I don't want to be a deal breaker. I'm going with David Lee Roth, Eat 'em and Smile for the greatest album of 1986. That's my choice.
Bushy
now
abstains like his sex life.
Now it's up to you guys.
I don't like you no more. You know what? I'm back at you, David Lee Roth. Man,
it doesn't matter what I say. That doesn't
matter.
Hey, I jumped in.
Chris, what would you have picked?
It's hard to decide, though. I mean, damn, like these are two fucking perfect records, man. I mean, they're both like top to bottom. There's nothing wrong with them.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess I would go with Cinderella, but only by a hair. It's very close.
Oof. Yeah, it's tough. I was like David Lee Roth by a hair.
All right. So, depending on how you look at it, this could be another exciting edition of Bracket Brawl. There you have it.
There you go. Eat 'em and Smile with the win.
With the win.
Wow.
So
fuck
many
you,
great
Romy,
albums
saying
to
I will
use.
fuck it up. I didn't have to fuck it up, so fuck you. I don't even know who you are. This is the first time I've seen you on our chat. I don't even know who you are.
I don't know. They've watched before because they knew that if I needed to be
They knew that I would fuck it up.
They knew you'd fuck it up.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
Look, you do a good job every August.
Yeah. Well, we try to do
That's all that matters.
we try to bring on a guest that's going to help us equally fuck it up. So
Yeah,
Nate's been perfect.
Mission
you went the
accomplished.
right way. Once again, it's like nobody's available. Well, fuck it, call Bushy.
You were
I like
actually
I like doing these bracket brawls, man. I like how everybody gets over in the chat and really gets it going over there. I like that a lot.
I think these are more fun than Beat the Geek was. So I think we should keep going.
What? How dare you?
Hey, it's less work for you. I know it doesn't take you as long to come up with this than it does.
No,
for
I
Beat the
do.
Geek.
Yeah, no, I do like that. I do like that a lot.
I have to say, I kind of agree though.
Yeah, good.
Although Beat the Geek's funny.
Yeah.
It is funny.
But the bracket brawl, it's like, oh, I don't know.
I could put bracket brawl together in 10 minutes. I could put beat the Geek together in like 10 hours.
Well, next week
what's easy?
in all Kiss bracket brawl. So that should be interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to do that exactly. But I got 16 things. I got to figure out what they're going to be. Get all different people voting on it. You guys want to just chill together and talk for a minute? Because I need to take a little quick break.
Oh, I was getting ready to just wrap it up though for the night.
Really?
Though.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
my kid's getting ready to come home from a movie night at the school, so I need to be ready to say hi to her. So
right on. That's cool.
So Bushy, thank you for being a part of this. And
this was fun tonight.
It was a lot of fun. So go ahead and plug the plug.
I'm going to plug everything, but first I just want to say thanks. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. I've never been able to work with Camaro because he keeps ducking me because he's a bitch.
We're gonna I ain't no bitch. We're gonna do a wrestling show. I'm gonna come on with you and we're gonna talk wrestling. I'm gonna tell you all my whole story about how I ended up in the ring with Roddy Piper.
That's a good story too.
Man, I can't wait to hear all that. Again, thanks for having me on. Yeah, the Plug podcast. I just recorded with Metal Mike tonight. He came back to do a kind of an end of the year wrap up that was not an end of the year wrap up. And I do a radio show every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mostly rock and metal, but you might get rickrolled. You might get Milli Vanilli'd.
That's mostly my rock and roll. Some Milli Vanilli, some Spin Doctors.
I like to do like an FM 80s radio show where everything is played. I just have to keep it a certain amount of rock and metal. And Christmas Day, I will be on the air. It's going to be a strictly Christmas show. I will censor myself. So if you want to hear some Christmas tunes, both traditional and rock and metal, check it out. Christmas Day, December 25th, 10 to 1.
Where can you do that at?
Oh, shit. Yeah. Thanks, because I'm drunk. Thatmetalstation.com. And I do want to say to you two guys before we leave, and that's www.thatmetalstation.com. I want to thank you guys because you may not know it, but I did shout you out on my podcast. When my pops passed away, I had a rough time dealing with it after coming back from the funeral.
Yeah.
And you guys and rock and metal and Toomey and Baco, or Cobras and Fire rather, and Ken's. I'm not gonna lie, I don't listen to Zilch. I don't care about the Monkeys. But all these podcasts really, really helped me through it, and I really appreciate you guys. You helped me out a lot.
Right. Thank you. Man. We're all here for each other, brother, and
yeah.
You know, we see each other every year, and we'll do it again next year. I have nothing to announce tonight, even though I've had too much to drink.
Oh, come on!
That sucks. I was hoping.
Well, I really don't
because drinking those fucking White Claws.
White Claws, they bottle up your lies. You know, tell the truth. Tell us what's really happening.
I'm still negotiating the date and the venue, so there's really truly nothing to announce. I'm working.
How are the We want to know how the negotiations are going.
The hotel's taking too damn long to respond to me. That's the honest truth.
Well, I will
and
tell
there's
you this,
your Rock and Pod update.
There's your update.
Right.
December 2021.
I will tell you, Chris, I told my boss.
Oh, hang on.
I will say this. We will probably, it's like 99% certain we're not doing it in August next year.
All right.
Okay.
We're doing it in January. Get ready, everybody.
Fuck, no. Probably like September, October, somewhere in there.
Right on. That's cool.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I already told my boss, look, I don't know when it's going to happen. It's normally in August. I'll be taking about 5 days off. Just so you know, because it was announced he's working on it. I'm taking the time off.
Awesome.
Right on. It wouldn't be the same without you, my friend.
The amount of drama that poor Bushy had to go through just to get here this year was enough.
Yeah.
So let's make it easier next year.
Oh yeah. So you're going to have a Nashville, right?
Yes.
Not Nashville, but Asheville. Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah, because there's that's a target-rich environment for guests in Asheville. I think like the third guitar player from Junkyard lives there.
Yeah, it's bad.
Awesome.
It's bad. And that's the biggest city close to me. I'm not even sure if they have an airport, Aaron.
Oh, no.
You'll have to fly to Tri-Cities up there in Johnson City, Tennessee, and then drive 2 hours.
The bus takes you up to the top of the mountain, and then you got to sled down into the town.
Well, I got to say, one of my favorite memories of Rock and Pod from this year was on Sunday morning. I was texting with Bushy about, just like, what are you guys doing today? Because Aaron and I were doing the interview with Carmine and Vinny. And he was like, we're downtown, and I can't believe the amount of donk that's in downtown Nashville.
Oh, yeah, because after that, he was like, I got to move here.
He was like, I'm moving here immediately.
I'm telling you, it's like a perv's wet dream. I tell you what.
It is something else, man. I was walking out of my job the other day, and these young girls pulled up in this car, and they rolled down the window, and the girl said to me, "Are you single?"
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah?
And I said, "You wish." And I hopped in my car. But then I was like, what the fuck is going on around this city? The women are crazy.
Look at Mike Tyler chiming in. There was donk as far as the eye could see.
And it badonked all
so come for the expo, stay for the donk. Oh man.
I'm telling you.
Welcome to Nashville.
Go to Broadway, look at Donk, listen to some live music. Nashville rules, dude.
Yeah,
I like
fun.
it better than New York City. And dude, New York City is fucking banging, but Nashville,
cool.
dude, Broadway in Nashville is the loudest street I have ever been on in my life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been in Times Square.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's amazing. Amazing city.
Cool. Well, anything else we want to say before we get out of here?
Got something really awesome coming for you guys next week on our regular episode of Decibel Geek podcast.
Something big.
It's the return of Albums Unleashed. A little something special for the people. I know one thing about our listeners, 99% of them love Albums Unleashed, and 99% of them love the band we're going to be doing Albums Unleashed on this week. So look forward to that. Thanks, everybody that joined us tonight. Love it when everybody gets in on the conversation. This bracket brawl is a winner. I knew it all along. We just had to find the right way to do it.
It just took 8 years to figure it out.
But I think we finally figured it out. And so this is a lot of fun. So we can bring bracket brawl back all the time.
Yes.
Hit me up with suggestions. 16 of the top what? Different things. I mean, we did top albums of 86. We can do all kinds of years with that. We could do more 86 because there's so many more albums. But you know what? Hit me with some suggestions. We'll bring this back every time we do Friday Night Live. It could be a reoccurring thing. I like it a lot.
Cool. And come back next week for Christmas Eve. We'll do an all Kiss show and an all Kiss bracket brawl. And thanks, Bushy, for coming on. And
You're the man, Bushy.
We'll see you everybody next week. Thanks again.